Hello stars, welcome to October 2016. This is Gwendolyn. Welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome. This is going to be a monthly Tarotscope for Leo. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards here and then I'll get straight into the forecast for Leo. I also want to mention really quickly, I've got a new tarot course coming out this month. I'm pretty excited about that. And it's coming out October 25th. So if you want to learn more about that or sign up for it, I'll have some information here in the link in the top right corner, and I'll talk a little bit about that after the reading, but I'm just going to get straight into the October 2016 Tarotscope for Leo. Let's see what's coming up for Leo. Oh, Leo, what a beautiful card to start October with. Looks like you're starting it with Ace of Cups, which is a new love, a new passion, a new creative endeavor. Aces represent new beginnings, new cycles, and cups represent the heart. So it's like a new beginning of the heart, sometimes it can be new peace, new joy, new passion. I call that card My Cup Runneth Over. And so when Ace of Cups comes in, it means like there's a new addition to something in your life that brings you more love, fills your heart, makes you, this emotion spills over. It's a card of peace, as you can see. It's a card of enlightenment. That the lotus is the symbol of enlightenment. It's a Buddhist symbol, of going through all this mud, all this turmoil underneath here, and it comes up to the surface and just blooms. It's sort of like that radiant enlightenment. So this is a great way to start October, Leo. You guys, Leo has to do with the heart too. Leo's a fire sign, but it really has to do with, you hear about the courage of a lion. Cœur in French is heart. So there's a lot of heart stuff for lions. And this looks like your heart is overflowing at the beginning of October, Leo. So enjoy that. It also looks like star energy is here, and star energy has its own kind of radiance. It's not the radiance of sun, which is Leo stuff with the golden rays of the sun, but this is sort of like the more quiet inner radiance. This card is about hope, about finding your own place in the universe. You see that she's got one foot in the water, one foot on land, so it's a balance between emotion and feeling grounded. She's naked here, so that's a lot about self-acceptance and finding her own place in the universe, just like the bird, the star, the tree. The flower, they all have their natural place and value within the universe, just as they are, without any external trappings. No clothes, no status, no titles, none of the outer world stuff. It's all of the natural world. So it's recognizing your own radiance, your own intrinsic value, and deriving hope from that. In the reverse position, it's saying that you might be having a hard time accessing that, Leo, recognizing your own inner value, worth, radiance, just as you are, without having any other title, transaction, external, materialistic, superficial stuff. You don't need any of that. But see if you can access that. Sometimes this card in reverse can say lack of hope, or it can be lack of recognition of your own intrinsic value, your own intrinsic worth. So I'm going to encourage you to look further into that and see if you can acknowledge that, because that is showing up for you. That is there. It just may be that you're not seeing it at the beginning of October. I also see that there's something you're ready to move on from, Leo. The beginning of October opened with a Libra new moon, which is what's being depicted here. And it's showing you having poured your heart into something, showing something that you've spent a lot of heart energy on, but you're ready to move on from that cycle. So this is something that has to do with being ready for the new cycle, being ready for a new journey, being ready to let go of whatever this was that you put a lot of TLC into. This could either be a relationship, a job, a career, a way of life, a place that you lived, a person. It can be many different things, but whatever it is that you spent a lot of time at and putting your heart into, there might be a readiness at the beginning of October to walk away from that, to let that go, to move on from it. It also has to do with someone who's in a position of authority. This is usually an earth sign. This is King of Coins. So this is usually a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. But it could just be the man in charge of the money. So this could be either like the boss, entrepreneur, the head of the household that had the money, like a father figure. Whoever was in charge of the money, Leo. There's some way in which they're out of sorts. They're upside down. They're not seeing things correctly. And it could be that you're ready to move on from them, because this is you moving away from this King of Coins energy. This could be like a financial planner, or someone that you used to take business advice from, someone who used to provide money. Any of those things. The man in authority position who is in control of the money, the property, the possessions, the valuable stuff. It may be a sense that you're moving on from that, Leo, at the beginning of the month, whatever that means for you. And then in the middle of the month, there's one thing that I'm seeing like there may be some sadness and heartache, but you are collecting. It's interesting, in both of these figures, they've got this hooded cloak, which usually represents like religious garb, or it can be like the garb of the mystic. It can also be the hermit, the one who goes out and away. It's like sort of being separated from the rest of society in a either a special way, or it's just like sort of in the shadows. So this card is about acknowledging something that has passed and reaping the rewards from it. This card is like collecting the swords after the battle. These are things that are laying out on the battlefield after the sun sets, and collecting those rewards. Both of these are 5 cards, by the way. 5 of Coins, 5 of Swords. So there's some sort of change that's inherent in both of these cards. Some sort of restlessness. Sometimes it can be loss. But this card is really a card about focusing on the spiritual world. Instead of there may be a loss in the physical world, but in the spiritual world, you always have access to that. You always have access to whatever was lost. You have access in the spiritual world to that. So it's really a card of focus. And this too is a card of focusing on the rewards and the spoils, even though the sun has set on something. So I get the sense, Leo, if there is any sort of loss in the middle of October for you, that within it there is this new beginning. And before I go into that, I just want to say be remembering of the fact that there are rewards, even though there may be the sun setting on something. Be sure to collect those rewards, Leo. And also be sure to keep your focus on the spiritual world. That's what's going to be comforting to you. That is what is going to change your perspective from this person who's maybe left out in the cold, isolated, to this rich, warm world of the spiritual realm. That's where the comfort lies in this time of change. But there may be a seed of a new beginning for you in that. You may not see it initially, because all these are in reverse, which is showing that it might be hard to see. It might be in shadow. It might be in delay. But there is this new spring, this new fresh vitality. It's like the seed in the middle of, I don't know why I'm getting cotton here, but I'm getting like, when the cotton blooms, sometimes there's thorns in there, but if you can get to the seed, it can be painful, but that's what causes new life, even like this new plant, this new freshness, this new day. And Ace of Wands is like the person who's in front of the parade. They're ready to go. The person with the runner who has the baton. They're the active element in the race. So Ace of Wands is in the middle of all of this, even though you might have a hard time having access to it because it's all in reverse right now. But try to see if you can gain those rewards from whatever the sun is setting on. Gain the spiritual focus with whatever change is going on, and see that it's actually granting you new life. There's the seeds of new life within it, is what I'll say, Leo, for you. And this is fire. This is you. This is Leo stuff. New motivation, new passion, new energy. It actually gives you that second level. This Ace of Cups fills the heart, and this Ace of Rods is the new energy, new passion, new motivation. So you've got 2 aces. One's easier to accept than the other. But it's there, Leo. The other thing I see is that there's a Queen of Swords in reverse here. This is either, can be either a air sign, so Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or it could just be someone who has the archetype of Queen of Swords, who is very direct. She's very clear with her boundaries. She's very vocal about it. She speaks the truth. She's in alignment with the truth usually. In the reverse position, she may be having a hard time accessing the truth. So if this is representing you, Leo, there's a way in which she's not acknowledging her boundaries. She's not saying the truth that's on her mind. She's not being direct, or she's not acknowledging things. So there could be a way in which I'm seeing the King and the Queen in reverse here. And then I'm actually getting that this is you, Leo, this Page of Rods, because this is the Page of Fire. This is the younger side of you. So this could be mother and father related to this Page of Wands, especially if you had an air sign and an earth sign as parents. But this is definitely you, Leo, and I'll get more to that, but this is an optimism, a willingness towards the end of the month. This is like, these kind of are in tandem, you know, new heart energy, and this is willingness, optimism, and openness towards fire energy, which is, you know, the active element. I'm just going to go bring my dog in. She's barking a little bit. Sorry about that. Just had to bring her in. So, and then towards the end of the month, Leo, I see, it's funny. There's two things going on here. These can either be, this card, Five of Clubs or Five of Wands, is a card, it's a very Mars energy card. And it could be a card of fighting or of playing. You know, these could be five warriors that are dueling things out, competition, sport, war, aggression, all that Mars energy. Or it could be kids playing. So again, like sport is a good analogy for this card, because it could be either like hardcore, aggressive, or it could just be fun. It could be lighthearted. And sometimes this is like problems, little irritations, you know, the things that happen to us through our day. I see in this card, there's this Buddhist quote that says, enjoy your problems. And in the reverse position, it could be like taking things lightheartedly, not really getting involved in the drama, is kind of what I'm seeing here, which is good. Because in the upright position, Five of Wands is open warfare, or it could be open play. In the reverse position, it's sort of a little lighter. It's sort of a little bit like not getting caught up in all the competition. Not getting caught up in competition. That's what I'm getting. And then especially if there's anyone who's like social, this is like-minded friends and like-minded people and celebration and support. So this is your friends being really supportive of you, maybe spending time with your friends, celebrating, going to parties. In the Rider-Waite, this card has three women who are lifting the glasses together and dancing and celebrating and having fun. So this is a really fun social card. In the upright position, it says that your friends surround you. You're surrounding yourself with like-minded people. It could be friends or family or even co-workers, or it's just a very social card. I see it as your social network, your social scene, friends and family, loved ones. They're all surrounding you at the end of October here, Leo. So enjoy that. That's something that Leo loves to do. You know, drinking out of the golden goblets, like wine and song. It's just a nice time for that for you, Leo. And you're not getting caught up in the drama and the competition of things. That's great. Stay lighthearted about that. And then this is Page of Cups in reverse. So this could be a water sign. This could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, and maybe someone who's younger than you, possibly. In the Rider-Waite, there's the Page, the Knight, or actually in any tarot deck, but there's the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King, and sometimes I read Page as Princess. So this could be, it's basically a younger person, and this is like willingness to look at the heart, what makes your heart leap. Sometimes this card can be called infatuation, but there's either a block towards the willingness to see what makes your heart happy, or this could literally be a water sign who's not able to socialize, not able to join you and your friends. You know, they're out here kind of looking at the cup upside down and saying, you know, I want to be here, in the midst of this whole party, this group, this socializing, but for some reason they're unable to do that. So it could go either way. This either could represent you, Leo, and having a hard time acknowledging what makes your heart leap or connecting with that younger side of yourself, or it could just literally be a water sign person who is sort of cut off from this socializing, from this partying, celebration, support of like-minded friends and family. For some reason, they're just not able to be involved in that or be with that. They look a little bit sad about it, but that's just what the cards are saying. And then this is you, Leo, and it's funny, there's 2 pages here. You know, it's the young page here and the young page here. So this could be you and a water sign who are just upside down with one another. Like the water sign's actually looking at you and kind of like longingly wanting to hang out with you, Leo, but you know, it's just sort of like 2 kids, almost 2 adolescents. But you're looking at like what you need to do. You're looking at like, I am invigorated, I am optimistic, I've got this fire energy. What do I want to do with it? I want to be creative, I want to be active, I want to be impassioned with it. I want to create and do. And the water sign, or the younger person, or the younger side of yourself, is just like, oh, my heart is leaping to do this, but it's kind of just in shadow or in delay. So that's my reading for you, Leo, for October. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up or share it with another Leo who you think might enjoy that message. Please do enjoy your new ace energy. Looks like there's some really good stuff at the beginning of October happening for you, Leo. You're a naturally creative sign as it is. And if you've already subscribed, thank you. I love my stars. And if you'd like to subscribe, you'll get notifications of when I publish new videos in your inbox. And then to just talk a little bit about my tarot course that's coming up. It's going to be released on October 25th this month, in a few weeks. And it's going to be a course that gives you a lesson every day for 22 days. And each lesson covers 1 card of the major arcana. So we'll start with Fool, and it gives descriptions, it gives numerology correspondences, astrology correspondences for each card, mythological correspondences for each card, and then there's a video for each card as well. So if you're interested in checking that out, you can, I'll have a little link up here in the top right corner. But otherwise, I just want to say thanks everyone for watching. As always, yours in the stars.